Hey guys, welcome back to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today it's time for more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm on season 2. This is episode 13. Last episode we had Lady Sif and a Cree visiting Earth and various characters not knowing who they are, which I'm sure is distressing for them, but it was kind of entertaining for me. And also a few characters that I don't know who they are. I don't know what Bobby and Mac are up to. I have no idea. The only thing I know is they're probably not Hydra. They say they're not Hydra, which I'm inclined to believe. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm really anxious for this one. Let's check it out.
Is this Carla Faye Gideon?
I know what S.H.I.E.L.D. did to you. How long has it been since you touched someone? Since you felt a sensation on your fingertips? We want to free you from these shackles. All you gotta do is say that you...
Oh no. What's the deal with your hands, Carla? Ooh. Well, but you have little baby knives on your fingers.
I'm steady. Nothing is shaking. I'm stopping them before they start.
That's good.
If I keep working on this, I can be back in the field in no time.
She's acting like everything will go back to normal.
Does she know we're putting her on the index?
Yeah. She does seem to be getting control of the powers.
That's good, but we barely understand them. Protocol is anyone on the index undergoes a full psych eval and threat assessment.
We need to bring in someone from outside.
Someone we can trust.
I know who I'd call.
Andrew? He might say no.
See what he says.
Andrew? Ex-husband?
How S.H.I.E.L.D. is able to...
Sorry, I'm just, got it.
able to create a vibrational force, that I don't understand at all.
How long are you gonna give
He lied to me.
We're spies. We lie for a living. He wanted to protect a friend.
Yeah.
For me? A betrayal of trust like that? It changes everything.
What you gotta say about that, Bobby?
Now. Such a mess.
Yeah, a mess I didn't make, but I'm cleaning it up the best way I can. I wasn't gonna let him expose us.
Oh, I know.
All right, so what now, Bobby?
Mac, are you talking to Bobby?
Hope she rots in hell.
I never wanted this.
No one did. But I got no exit strategy. In the long run, gone, the more questions Coulson's gonna have.
Bring him in.
Well, maybe don't lie.
The human mind is infinitely
Oh.
complicated. It's messy.
Blair Underwood.
And surprising. If you'll excuse me. What do I think? I think, what the hell? Linda, you show up asking for a favor, but when I called you after S.H.I.E.L.D. collapsed to check if you were all right, not a word.
It was a busy time.
Busy.
Just a little bit.
I should have called you back.
Nah, I talked to your mom. We had a nice talk.
I'm not surprised. She still hasn't forgiven me for divorcing you.
Yep. The ex-husband.
We must have made a wrong turn back there. I think we're lost.
Hi!
Ah! What did he do to you? Super strength? Yep. Oh! Finding more peeps?
Just been informed of a break-in at Bryn Mawr Psychiatric Facility.
Heard of it. Houses criminally insane types.
Except for the secret sub-basement under the north wing. We run that.
Ah.
Mentally unstable people on the index are housed there.
Look at Fitz! Aw.
You're married.
Now you do.
He seems nice.
You're kidding, right? A shrink? It's not personal.
Hell, it's not personal, it's a shrink.
Andrew is good, and he's done this before.
So have I. I grew up in the system. I've been through enough of these to know that I hate them.
You're like this one.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because I was married to him.
Gotta
Tell
take.
me about the wedding.
Exactly.
Thinking they could go either way. Understated?
Not here to discuss my ex.
Did you guys have actual conversations? You know, like pillow talk, or was it just pillow stern looks?
How are you going to deflect?
You must know what really...
Stop. Why'd you shoot yourself?
It wasn't like that. I mean, it was an icer. I'm not suicidal.
It's an aggressive move.
I did what I had to do to protect my team.
And I imagine you must be afraid that you're gonna lose that. We eloped. We didn't want a big wedding, and no, it wasn't Vegas.
Quid pro quo.
I also shot myself because I couldn't stop what I was doing. It's terrifying.
Well,
Is that this guy's dad?
yeah.
Oh, no.
Who's he waving to?
Us. We have to get into that sub-level basement. Now.
Oh! 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 Woo! Okay, he's huge. Right?
Vessel number 2. David A. Angar.
Oh.
Here's his room.
Yeah, why would they not just be gone by now?
Any
Right?
idea what that means?
Other than this guy's father being crazy? Nope.
She thinks the world of you.
I taught her how to fire an automatic. Of course she likes me.
Seeing anyone? All work and no play.
When I multitask, I make mistakes.
Sounds like there's a story there.
What's your story?
I saw a frame on your desk.
You tell me about your mistake and I'll tell you about it.
I don't care that much.
Look at you, too.
You hungry? I can fix you something.
I'm not that hungry.
May's laughing. What the hell?
Seems that May isn't a good cook.
Something Agent May doesn't excel at. Interesting.
Yeah. He teased her about it. She was laughing.
She didn't hit him.
He makes her laugh. Clearly she still likes him, and have you seen the way he looks at her?
Yeah, how has Gemma? Of course I've seen.
I wonder what happened between them. Why ended?
Yeah, they're a bizarre pair. He listens for a living and she doesn't speak.
True, but you know what they say about opposites. Perhaps spending time together could rekindle some. Hey, Sky, get May and Dr. Garner
No.
now.
What? Oh, holy crap. Bad dream? She can do this in her sleep.
You're doing this. You're shaking the room. You need to stop it.
Okay.
If she needs a sedative.
Wow, she can do that in her sleep. Literally. Not just a figure of speech.
Sir, these people are on the index, but they're not exactly gifted.
I hope
They're considered
Coulson...
highly dangerous. A larger part of the index functions is more of a watch list.
I really hope Coulson's spider sense, so to speak, is tingling with Bobby.
Do not try the sausage biscuits.
I don't like food.
Okay.
You're an interesting fellow.
Maybe it would make more sense.
It's your
Little girl.
deal.
They stole her from me. Losing a child.
Uh-oh.
It tears you apart.
Ooh! Okay.
I'm just like you. I wasn't strong. So, I tried to change, to improve myself with chemistry.
Oh.
Results were inconsistent. Some
Mixed.
volatility issues. But I keep working on the formula. They are the criminals, and we're gonna shine a light on that.
How long have you two been sleeping together?
I should have reported the change in our relationship.
Yes, you should have.
Is this the right time to discuss this? Hunter slipped back into his old patterns, which involves bailing and beer. Mac's gone to find him. Liar! And history repeats itself.
History. Oh my God, fight on.
We got a hit on the license plate.
Let me guess. In Wisconsin.
How'd you know that?
Alma mater?
Why manage to walk Wisconsin?
I was born there. He's trying to lure me home.
That is personal. Very personal.
Under 70.
How are you doing that?
May taught me. Focus on a single point. Let everything else become noise disappearing in the background.
Except it doesn't disappear, you're just pushing it aside.
What am I avoiding? Exactly.
A
The
whole
truth.
bunch of stuff.
I know S.H.I.E.L.D's policy for people on the index. I've executed that policy.
Okay, Sky, I need you to stop.
This isn't me. I'm not doing this.
Well, at least she can recognize that. Someone from the index? Oh! They're going to Wisconsin. Oh. It's very Hannibal Lecter. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, what do you unleash? Something Sonic. Oh my god. Kids, you better run. Oh god. Woo! Oh my god. Oh.
What the hell are you and Bobby into, Mac?
Yeah.
You'll know soon enough.
If you've got
I'm
nothing to
not a
say,
patient
why don't
person.
you just leave?
I'll tell you what I remember, Mac.
Dubai was a cover, and because I wasn't S.H.I.E.L.D, you didn't tell me. Lies. That's what I remember.
Such a recurring
I'm not talking
thing.
you do not okay
in
when
the
we
show.
were married, but definitely.
Stay in the cage. Continue your
That's so
evaluation.
not gonna happen.
This is not a negotiations guy. You're staying on the bus.
If Coulson needs backup,
You'll have it. We don't need you.
And it's
yes, you
against
do.
your
My
dad.
father's involved, and for better or worse, I matter to him, and we can use that.
This is an emotional powder keg you shouldn't be anywhere near.
Right.
I'm locking it down just like you trained me to do.
Having contact with your father is a bad idea. If you can't control your feelings.
I'll ice myself.
It's done
Look, you
before.
put me on the index.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to
Cal is
the
crazy.
story between the S.H.I.E.L.D. Eagles, WASY, your local sports radio.
What's he
Nut.
doing?
You would think he would not want to antagonize the person who
What did you do?
has his daughter.
We want S.H.I.E.L.D. exposed for its barbaric crimes against exceptional humanity. We want everyone to know what you do to people like us.
Talking about her?
You monster.
Woo!
Daisy, what have they done to you?
We put her on the index. Contain her or put her down. Your call.
You won't kill her. The truth is, you're capable of such things. That's what I'm trying to teach this whole damn town. Maybe they'll listen to you.
No. Oh no. Let's die. Gordon? Okay, Gordon. Woo! Damn, Phil. Slow-mo May. Do it. Woo! Oh, God. Okay, he's super strength. Bobby, move your butt. Oh, okay. Against Bobby, this should be nothing. This, on the other hand. Whoa! Tackle on the football field.
No, please.
Oh! Holy. Uh-oh. Rein it in. The hell is that? Huh? What? Huh? Yeah, what's that?
Why do I have these bruises?
The bruising was caused by capillary ruptures in your arms. X-rays showed more than 75 hairline fractures.
She's holding stuff
I
in.
don't understand.
You weren't stopping your powers, Sky. You were directing them inward.
We'll figure this out, Sky.
What do you mean, other?
I'm recommending Sky leave S.H.I.E.L.D. altogether. It's too much for her to deal with. Emotionally, physically. She needs to be somewhere safe to do that.
She is safe. With us.
Well,
You really believe that? After Bahrain, you, better than anyone,
woo!
knows how badly this can end.
He's bringing it up.
She likes you. Would you consider consulting for us?
No. I can suggest someone, but it can't be me. Her photo's on my desk. Bye, Melinda.
Aw.
All right, two, let's go.
Oh my God.
But now Bobby and I work for an organization, an outlier, that came out of the wreckage from when Fury left.
What organisation, Mac? Who the hell are you working for?
S.H.I.E.L.D. The real S.H.I.E.L.D.
The real S.H.I.E.L.D.
You done yet?
Why didn't you take Daisy?
What we do is none of your concern.
Then why am I here?
Because you're making too much noise.
Noise? I'm sounding a battle cry. I'm protecting us from S.H.I.E.L.D.
You're not one of us. You're a science experiment.
So what happens to me then?
That's not for me to decide.
It's for Raina to decide? Okay. So Gordon just basically swooped in to just defuse the situation and get Cal to just stop. Okay. Got it. Alright guys, that was episode 13 of Season 2 Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Really liked that one a lot. I love that they brought in May's story into this and that it was her ex-husband, and you get this totally other glimpse into her past and who she is and how the two of them related. I thought all the stuff of them being overheard by people like Fitz was so hilarious because, you know, they don't know this side of Melinda May. We don't know it. They don't know it. That whole bit with Fitz and Simmons at the microwave just sort of gossiping about, you know, their relationship and Melinda May and ooh. He teased her and she just smiled. Like, he teased her and she didn't beat the crap out of him. You know, just a totally different experience than the one they have of her. And I like, too, how that scene was, you know, layered. Like, they were back to being Fitzsimmons for just a moment. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I really love that he was there. I love how excited Skye got when she knew. I was like, that is your way in. That cut to her asking all these questions, like, what was the wedding like? And da-da-da-da. Yeah, absolutely. Of course they're going to be like that. It was hilarious. I loved it. And always a pleasure to see Mr. Blair Underwood. He's one of those actors, I've seen him in a million things, and you know, whenever he pops up, you're like, yeah, why not more Blair Underwood? Come on. Yeah, good choice. I really love how their dynamic, May's and Andrew's dynamic, was characterized. You know, just the irony of her husband, ex-husband, being someone who is a listener and she being someone who is not naturally a talker or a sharer, someone who shares her emotions at all. And their interaction with each other is one of, you don't get the same sort of chip on your shoulder sort of bitterness that Bobby and Hunter have had. You can tell that just there were external forces, aka S.H.I.E.L.D. You could tell from the dialogue that part of it was what in part really messed things up for them. It also illustrated that they are very different people. That whole, like, not a talker and a listener. Just not on the same page, perhaps, but that they seem to still have a lot of respect and concern for the other one. So I really like how that dynamic was portrayed. And they really didn't have to give you all that much information. They just had to have some of the other characters, you know, just making a few observations and just, I don't know, it was just revealed through behaviors. And I really love that. So that whole May X everything was really well done because you get a sense of why they were drawn to each other, and you also get a sense of maybe some of the factors that drove them apart. And, you know, similarly, that scene where Fitz and Simmons were talking about May and her ex, the dialogue there sort of paralleling perhaps what they are going through. I don't know if Simmons was throwing that out deliberately or whether we as viewers were just meant to sort of like, yeah, they should get back to that dynamic. That was really interesting. It's funny, this second season of Fitz and Simmons being on opposite sides, not with S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything, but just kind of with each other and with science. It's almost like having to choose when you're friends, if you have two friends that have broken up, but you all still have to be together. I feel like I have to choose one of them. And I still really like Simmons. I think that she is behaving in ways that make sense for her character. Although personally, I tend to side with Fitz on stuff. It's just my natural gravitational whatever. I just agree with his outlook a little more. And I see Simmons' point of view. It's just, I don't know. What I do know is that I miss their dynamic. I was really hoping that maybe they would be sort of on their way to reconnecting with each other. And I'm not getting that. It's kind of sad. It's realistic. Huge things have happened to each of them. I just miss that vibe. That Fitzsimmons vibe. Even if it's not anything to do with the Fitzsimmons ship, just as friends, I miss that vibe. I'm really hoping they can work their way back to a friendship in the very near future. I'm not a patient person. As far as the Bobby, Mac, and Hunter storyline goes, first of all, I really do like Coulson. Coulson has proven in the past that he is someone who thinks in a very, he has a wide peripheral vision. I think he considers things from all different angles. And he's letting Bobby talk and he's asking the right questions. I feel like hopefully he'll put something together because he has in the past been, suspicious. And with Ward's betrayal and the rise of Hyder and all that, I would think that Coulson would be extra on alert for stuff like this. I don't know what this whole the real S.H.I.E.L.D. means unless it is, a rival factor. When the whole organization has gone to hell, you can have different power factions rise and be, trying to be the one to take over. Even though Fury bequeathed S.H.I.E.L.D. to Coulson to rebuild, perhaps there's another faction, this real S.H.I.E.L.D. Because it doesn't seem like Hydra, but they have their own little logo and everything. I was trying to think of the movies and to think of whether this was an issue in the movies. I can't remember one. It's been a while since I've rewatched all of the, Marvel movies, but I don't remember that being an issue. So I'm glad I got that information, though. Just that it's gonna unfold. Really anxious to see what this is all about. But they don't seem to think that they are Hydra. It makes me wonder if there's, somebody like Adrian Pasdar's character, Talbot. It makes me wonder if there's a Talbot-like figure trying to take over S.H.I.E.L.D. from, just a different government standpoint. I don't know. I'm really interested in this storyline. We'll see how it all plays out. It's really interesting seeing some other people and what their powers may be. And I really like this distinguishing between people who have sort of these man-made, experimental kind of things, things that happen to them that make them who they are. Like how almost said caterpillar. How Centipede transformed Mike Peterson. Where is he? Versus Arena or Sky or, whoever that has some sort of inherent power to them that has been awakened. I like that they're trying to make that distinction. And I think I understand what was going through Sky's head as she was watching all this stuff go down. I think that there's going to be an inherent conflict in her now because she is an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think that part of her knows that, May and Phil, they had to take these people down. They were using their powers to do bad things, to achieve a bad end. But on the other hand, the gifted, whatever you want to call it, her power, yeah, I think that aspect in her mindset is looking at S.H.I.E.L.D. agency subduing people with powers. So there's gonna be, I think, a lot of this conflict that she's gonna have to deal with. In terms of the psychological analysis of her doing like a May denial channeling, she has channeled it inward. It's not like she's gotten rid of her powers, it's just she's directing them inward and they are hurting her. So I don't know where we go from there, but I think that analogy is very true to what we do with emotions psychologically, which is another revealing thing about May and her ex-husband, because May is definitely a denier, focusing it elsewhere, and he's all about listening and confronting. She's about confronting if it's about a fight. Just some really fascinating stuff this episode. Now with Cal, I don't know. I mean, he's very entertaining. He's very like, whoo, he is gone. I would think that he would not want to antagonize the people who have his daughter. I mean, and they don't have her. She's choosing to be with them. She's choosing them. I would think you might not want to antagonize them, but Cal does not strike me as one who has a whole lot of patience. He tends to lash out. What I was going to say during the reaction, I'm pretty sure this will probably make it into YouTube, that part of it. That is such a Whedon-y thing to have, these powered people sitting around and planning and talking about what they're going to do and have it be in a diner. It's kind of reminiscent of going for shawarma after. It's a very Whedon-y thing to do. I really love the makeup on Phonic guy. I forget his name. Names take me a while. They introduced Carla with her name, so I glommed onto that. The other guys, their names were announced later, and so I somehow, I'm going to need to learn them. I thought it was a very interesting role that Gordon played, too, of just coming in to just simmer it down, just break it up and be like, you're causing too much noise. Like, chill out. But clearly he has some agenda going on. So many questions raised. That's one of the things I really love about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is that they give me some answers and they just raise more questions. It's very compelling. It's a really good episode. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for joining me for this one. If you enjoyed the reaction, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reactions are over on Patreon, and be sure to join me for the next episode. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.